Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for, this is for August 2023. We are just going to jump right in here, Libra. You have this stability card. It says, you will be stable and very prosperous. I love that. You have this odd jobs card. It says, consider creating multiple streams of income. Second job, it says, sometimes it's okay to take a transition job, even if it doesn't lead to a career. So, I see a lot of people doing this just in general. I mean, we are in a time of, getting side jobs, side hustles, things like that. It'll just make life a lot easier. So if you're into that sort of thing, I definitely fully support it. I think it's a great idea. Obviously it could make you more money. And you also have this, stability card. So I do feel that it is like a financially prosperous time for you. You have the King of Wands. There's your fire sign that always shows up in every single reading. So there you go. You have the King of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Judgment card. Some of you, I kind of feel like you could be waking up with the Judgment card to a person who you could potentially be interested in. I kind of want to see what is going on here with the Devil. You have the Devil and the Page of Swords here, which is kind of giving me vibes, though, of like a past person. So, you could be interested in a new person, but there could be a past person who's like still spying or getting in the way or something like that. It could also be this, like a new person's past person as well. I kind of get that vibe. So if you're looking for love, we're going to have to look into that is what I'm trying to spit out here. With the Four of Wands, I would say that the Four of Wands is my card of freedom. So, if you're doing anything to create more freedom in your life, that would be just a very good idea. I say to everyone, we have all this energy in Taurus, Uranus and Jupiter. And what I would say is, especially with Uranus and Taurus, there's a major focus on freedom. So anything you can do to create more freedom, to make yourself feel more free, to follow your heart right here and right here. This is actually the row of the good stuff right here. So it doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be good no matter what. And the Three of Swords and the good stuff could just be your heart, what your heart is telling you to do. Even the King of Wands, again, he kind of just nurtures things into existence. I really look at him as the most nurturing king in the tarot. He, I always say he's like entrepreneurial, but I don't even think that's correct. He is, don't get me wrong, but I feel he is more nurturing, like he nurtures something into existence. He cares for things as if it's a baby, but it could be like his health. It could be his business. It could be his job or something else that matters to him, wherever his heart is, basically. So, on like the highest vibration form of the King of Wands, he really nurtures something into existence. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that needs to be nurtured. You see right here, there's a garden in the front of the Ace of Pentacles, and it kind of represents a garden. You are in the garden with the Ace of Pentacles. You can see you're in this like walled off area here. It's kind of protected, but that garden still needs to be taken care of. So it's like something needs to be nurtured into your life. For a lot of you, I feel you need to nurture things that make you feel more free. This could be things that give you more time in life so that you can do things you enjoy. It's kind of all about, again, I think we're in a time of creating positive snowballs in life. If you can, it's kind of hard to describe. Well, actually, it's not. It's quite simple. If you can create more freedom or more happiness in your life and you create that type of snowball, you're going to attract more of it, and then you're going to attract even better opportunities. It's like, I think people are maybe putting the wrong things first. Like you might think you need money to be more free, but actually if you would just go be free, right, without needing money, the money will show up. So, I kind of feel that's the energy that we're in. So I would encourage you to do more things. For like the past couple months, really, I've been getting this message of needing to fill your fun bucket. So I think we've all been just working too hard, Libra, especially you, based off this reading. You have the Devil, which can be too much work, being a workaholic, basically. And, I feel you need to kind of do some things that are fun, because the more you do that, the more good stuff you're going to attract. You have the Judgment card here. I do feel you're waking up to a new opportunity. I do not think this is a past opportunity for you, Libra. I do feel this is something new. The Judgment card, it's like, they're standing inside these coffins. Inside the coffin is their old life. Outside the coffin is their new life. So I always say with the Judgment card, you really need to kind of step into your new life or go towards a new opportunity. And again, you have a big opportunity right here, the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see where this is going. Let's just clarify this first row here, Libra. With the King of Wands, you have the Temperance card. You have Leo, you have Sagittarius here twice, actually. So, could be could be a Leo or Sagittarius, so take it how it resonates, but I do feel this could be a person. I also do feel this is saying, like, nurture your balance or something along those lines. The Temperance card is about balance, and it's like, if you're not having fun and you're only working, then I feel you're going to have an extra hard time. I feel if you only have fun and don't work, then you're going to have a hard time. But if you balance the two things out, they're going to play well with each other, those two energies. With the Four of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands. Yes, here you go. Knight of Wands twice here. Definitely could be an offer from a fire sign. If you're not looking for love, and even if you are, this could also just be the offer of an adventure. The Knight of Wands is very adventurous. He sets out to do something. He doesn't really know how he's going to do it, but he figures it out as he goes. And so this could be like an opportunity to move, an opportunity to get a job at a distance as well. So if you're looking for a job and you have an opportunity that could involve travel or moving or something, really, really good. With the Judgment card, you have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. I get this energy a lot for people now as well, where I feel like people don't realize how close they are to, like, all their hard work paying off. So if you've been working hard on something and haven't been getting the results you desire, don't give up now going this way. It's interesting, Lion, Leo, Lion spirit right here. This is really, there's a certain amount of, I would say, if it's not a Leo that you're dealing with, or a person with, like, clearly a lot of Leo in their chart, I would say that this is talking about your own determination. I feel that you could be entering into a time that is requiring you to be determined to finish something up. Like if you're working on a project and you need to show it off with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work, but sometimes we need to tell people, look at, he's got those Three Pentacles up above him, and he's like, look at how good of a job I did. He went above and beyond too. He normally, there's that water or the fire triangle at the top, but there's a water triangle right below the fire triangle, and it kind of says that he went above and beyond on what he did. So if you need to brag, I would do it. If you need to tell people, like, how good you did, I would do it. You have this It's Not Too Late card. This is coming up in what you need to hear right now. You're never too late for your destiny. Take your time, choose wisely. You have this autumn time. Things will fall into place. I like that. An unwanted change must occur first. I feel like you've already been through the unwanted change. We're talking about the devil. My thing with the astrology as well is Neptune and Pisces. We have what I would call a dominant astrology, and we have for many years. When you think about it, it started with like Saturn and Capricorn in 2016. It's in its home sign. Neptune and Pisces in its home sign, right? So we have a lot of what I would consider to be dominant astrology. Also, Pluto, came into Capricorn. Now it's leaving Capricorn, but for the last 20 years-ish, it's been in Capricorn. It's as close to Earth as it possibly can be. When it goes into Aquarius, it's going as far away from Earth as it possibly can. Because it goes way, way, way out. It has this highly elliptical orbit. So we have the astrology we have is like dominating us, right? There's this certain kind of like oppressive energy. We're even seeing this in the world and things like that. So pretty much everyone, gets things about this right here. An unwanted change must occur first, right? When you think about it, Pluto going away from the Earth, it's like there's going to be some sort of death. There's going to be some sort of, needing to let go of things. It just is what it is. So, everybody's dealing with this is what I'm trying to say, and there might be certain things that you have to release. But again, these are probably things that are weighing you down anyway. You have the Devil, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. If you happen to believe that we're entering into a new Earth as well, and we're raising our vibration, it's like if you're holding on to things that are heavy, that are the devil, then you're not going to be able to raise up your vibration to that next level. So, again, any things that you have to let go of, don't be afraid to just release it. It's probably holding you back in the first place. The other thing I would really ask, kind of like the test here is that I would say to you here, Libra, is if you're having to let go of something, people, places, things, it doesn't matter what you're letting go of. I think the test that everybody should do is look at the situation and say, if I match energy with the situation, what would happen to it? If the answer is it would fall apart, if you did exactly what the situation did to you, if it's a person, if you matched their energy and what they're giving, what they're bringing to the table, right? Then if it would fall apart, then you don't need it, right? Same thing with a job, same thing with a business. Obviously, be smart with a job. Don't just leave a job, right? Get something else first, then leave the job. Obviously, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this, but, there you go. So what I would say is, again, I would look at those situations because, again, you're raising a vibration. And there might be things, again, these things, I think it's I could talk about this for hours because, I think that there are things that where it's like they feel secure. We think they're secure, even though they are old world things. And we're going to this new world. So, don't be afraid to accept new opportunities into your life. They're probably going to be lighter, easier, but you probably also can't believe it either. It's like if you get a job that pays you twice the money, but it's easier, you're probably going to be like, no, that's not possible. But actually it is. I always make the joke that there are kids who make a living playing video games. It's like we live in a time where, you can make millions of dollars playing video games and talking about whatever you want on, online. So, it's like, I'm not saying obviously you're going to be able to do that, but it's kind of just a proof that we are entering into this time where things are kind of getting lighter, things are improving, but you're going to have to nurture this opportunity. You're going to have to look for an opportunity to, make that happen, whatever it is, especially, but there is something coming in with that Ace of Pentacles. You have the Page of Swords here. This right here, these two could be a person that you need to release, someone who broke your heart. This is coming up in the area of the good stuff, but still, again, you could have been dealing with a person who did something to like break your heart or who caused problems in your life or whatever the case may be. So let's see here. With the Devil, you have the Fool, new beginning, just completely leaping away from the Devil energy. The Devil is very codependent. The Fool energy is the dog normally on the Fool, and so it can represent companionship. But there's a difference. It's weird how this is popping into my head. I've never had this happen. It's like the Devil. I feel it could be anything. Again, it does not have to be a person. It could be a job. It could be a business or something you do for your health or whatever. It's almost as if you are taking an opportunity to grab onto something else, but it's more of a companion. It's not codependent. So, I hope that makes sense. I'm kind of getting that here. But you could be taking a leap of faith towards the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, with the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Six of Wands. See, it's interesting that I said you need attention here on the Three of Pentacles. This could literally be about you needing to brag about work that you've done, you needing to show off. Six of Wands is a card of like achievement, a victory, getting a lot of attention, being celebrated. But, I kind of get this need to show it off more, and especially like if you have a talent, gift, skill, or ability that you're not sharing with the world, that might need to happen too. With the Page of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords, a victory coming in for you here. So I do feel like there is some sort of win or some sort of victory. You have the Six of Wands and this card. You could also be overcoming this person. If you have a person who's spying, who's toxic, you could just be cutting it out of your life. Pretty simple reading. I like when readings are simple like this because it means that you're kind of only working on one thing. You have this card in the area of the unexpected that says, if all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. Yes. Do not give up because something didn't work out right away. Again, this is part of the time that we're in right now. We have to come up with other ways of doing things. Your solution is right here. You have the Strength card, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. If this is your solution, if something doesn't work out right away, Knight of Wands, he doesn't care how he accomplishes a goal. And again, it's kind of weird that almost every single person this month has had this card so far. I do feel we are definitely in a time of flexibility. I even did, during those eclipse readings that I did last year for the Taurus eclipse that we had last year, I said in every single one of those videos, I made it a point to say that eclipse was marking a point where we really have to make sure that we're being flexible and we're not just getting too attached to one way of doing things. We need to stay open, or as open as possible. You want to be like a Swiss Army knife in life. Like, you don't want to just be a knife, right? So you need to have like multiple tools. And again, there's a difference between, I would say this is not like spreading yourself too thin, right? But it's just being able to accomplish something in multiple ways. So there's, again, there's a difference between, I think, just being, kind of being very scattered and trying to do a lot of things, and also just having a focus and being able to do it in multiple ways. I hope that makes sense, So I feel that that's what this is talking about. It's saying it doesn't really matter how you get to the end goal, but stay flexible as well. If you have to make changes, make changes. You've been very patient. Again, all the air signs I've noticed as well, it seems that the universe is bringing air signs something that they've been waiting for. I even titled, I think it was like Gemini's reading, something about, something you've been waiting for shows up, or, some sort of title like that. I don't want to title your video the same thing, but it is, the energy is very similar. It doesn't really surprise me either, especially because you air signs have probably been working towards something. We have Pluto at the end of the year, really beginning of next year, going into Aquarius, which is going to affect all air signs. And so, it doesn't surprise me that, it's like a time of culmination, a time where everything is adding up and coming together. But I feel it feels a little slow for people. So what I would say is keep pushing. You have the Four of Pentacles. On one hand, I feel you're creating a lot of security. On the other hand, I would be careful of security or security. It's like there might be certain things in your life that you think bring you security, but they actually don't, So I would be very, very careful of, thinking like, oh, I should just stay with this person because, I have them, right? There needs to be a good reason for the things you're doing. What do you know? With the Strength card, you have the Ace of Pentacles again. So going this way, Ace of Pentacles twice. There could be a really good opportunity coming in for you. This looks like a new opportunity. For a lot of you, I do feel it's financial because, mostly because of these two cards here that talk about your financial opportunities. I don't really see this as a love reading. In general, I would say this is more of a life reading for you, Libra. I feel it's talking about, like this culmination of energy, everything coming together. I also feel it's talking about your determination as well. You like really being determined to turn your life around or really being determined to come out on top. We see this with the Five of Swords in the area of the good stuff. The Five of Swords normally would be a card of, conflict and, fighting or separation, things like that. And also winning at all cost. But in the good stuff, it would say you are winning. You are winning at all costs. So love it. You are like determined to be successful here is what this is really saying. With the Knight of Wands, I would avoid this person. You have the Page of Swords twice, going to the Five of Swords. The other super weird thing I have found about this month of August is I have never had so many readings where there are so many repeating cards. Again, you have the Page of Swords twice, Ace of Pentacles twice, but almost every single sign has had repeating cards. And this like rarely happens. So pretty weird, but what I would say is I would avoid this person. I feel like they're still inconsistent, still, whatever. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the King of Pentacles, exactly what I was saying. King of Pentacles is a card of convention. I say to everyone as well that, I believe we are in a time where we need to follow the 80-20 rule, but it's a different 80-20 rule. It's like 80% of the time, do what works in work, business, health, money, spiritually, everything. The other 20% of the time, I would be experimenting, trying new things, learning new things, doing things differently, because that's where true success is going to come from. So I feel like you need to kind of like be open to other ways of doing things in life. And yeah, that's all I'll say there. I would just do that, plain and simple. But let's see here. Sorry, this deck is so small that these cards mix up all the time. In the area of the good stuff, you got three cards. You have this Wolf Spirit says turn knowledge into wisdom. You have this Elephant that says learn from the past, and you have this Lion that says be generous of spirit. So I feel the Lion is talking about like determination. The Elephant, I feel, is saying, don't stay stuck in the past, but of course it's okay to learn from the past. And this Wolf, I think everybody's turning knowledge into wisdom, but don't get stuck in the knowledge trap. It's like knowledge is just knowing something. Wisdom is having put your knowledge into practice. And there are things you learn when you gain knowledge. But again, we are in a time of knowledge. We are in a time where we have to express new knowledge. Again, there's a lot of bad ideas out there right now. So I feel like the world, the energy is begging for good ideas. But as I said, everyone, just based off the astrology, the good ideas are not going to come from like the government or anything like that. It's the good ideas are just going to come from regular people, but we have to put them into the world. We can't like, think, oh, I'm just some small person that can't do what I need to do. No, you have to put your ideas out into the world. This could be through expressing them through YouTube, a podcast, through writing a book, whatever it is you want to do. It doesn't matter, but I would do it. You have the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So again, this is the good stuff. It's going to be good no matter what. Some of you, again, a separation could be a good thing in your life. It could say that you've separated away from something like a person, and it's actually a good thing, not a bad thing. Maybe this separation is setting you free as well with this energy. So, I don't really hate this. You have the Three of Swords, again, in the area of the good stuff. And I would say also with the Queen of Cups, this would say that you're healing from a heartbreak, or you are experiencing some sort of healing. And so, again, that would be a good thing with this energy. I also do feel with this and the Queen of Cups that it's time for you to follow your heart like everybody else. Again, we are entering into a heart-based time, so it's pretty simple stuff. I tell everyone to follow their heart. Again, Uranus and Taurus, and, I think really just in general, Taurus energy is kind of like heart-based energy because, Taurus is all about your values, like what you value, what experiences you want to have. So if you follow your values, then you'll be very successful. With the Five of Swords, you have the Knight of Swords. See, something is charging into your life very quickly, but this is like hard work. Like I said, with that Three of Pentacles, you've been working very hard on something, and now it's like you're benefiting from the result or something like that. With the Three of Swords, you have the this is actually the Two of Pentacles. This card I always think is the Two of Cups, because you can see that there are these two skeletons on it, but this is the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is about juggling, but it's also work hard, play hard. I feel if you want love, it's kind of saying, hey, it's time to get out and meet new people with the Three of Swords, or it's time to go have fun, especially with that Two of Pentacles. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel it's time to not give up on something that you want to create in your life as well. If you feel driven to do something, which there's a lot of drive, I would say, in this reading, then I would, move in that direction. I would do the things that you feel driven to do right now, because that's like the only thing that this reading is saying. So there you go. We're going to pull 5 main themes now here for you, Libra, and see what is coming up for you. You have this younger man card that says dealings with relationships with a younger man. I always clarify these cards. And it says, you have this ant card that says work, achievement, success. So you could be working with a younger person who could really help you. I'm also getting that learning from a younger person could really enlighten you to some new ideas. So again, I hear all the time in the comments, people are like, I'm too old to do this, I'm too old to do that. I'm like, well, they've proven a million times that you can teach an old dog new tricks. So I don't care how old you are, you can still learn, how to do things. So, it's time for learning. You have this September card and this Wind Chimes card. It says peace and harmony. Again, I really get this feeling that this type of energy is right around the corner. It's like you might be thinking that your life is in chaos or whatever right now. I don't think it's that bad. I just think there are certain things that you wish were better. And I think right around the corner, things are going to be improving for you. You have this Vines card. It literally says, seek out information that will help you. The whole entire reading said, there's so much here that really says, there's a lot of information that could help you. You have a bunch of pages here. This page energy is like a learning energy. All these cards about knowledge and wisdom. It really is saying that if you want to improve something, learn about it. You have this Diamonds card. It says you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So I do feel, and again, this would be the Three of Pentacles, I feel. Three of Pentacles is recognition for your hard work. But you could hard work on anything. Again, if you want love, it could say that you maybe meet a person where you put work in and they actually appreciate it. So there you go. Definitely a very good connection there. You have this Harp card. It says great happiness. Yeah, there's a lot of happiness coming in for you. Again, the only thing that I would say about this reading is I would really, I think you need to get more attention on the things that you're working on with that Three of Pentacles. I got this feeling of like needing to brag about it or needing to talk about the things that you're doing. And again, you can do this in a positive way, of course, but really interesting reading here, Libra. I like it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.